Hello, my dear students. How are you, everybody? Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Osama Kashwa, and this is chapter 1313 in the curriculum, in our curriculum. And I will share the screen first so that we can just know what we are talking about. And here we go. Here we go. Now we are talking this chapter about 1313 about the marketing and the concepts of marketing for small business. And those are, so we say like now that marketing means the right principles. We have the right principles for marketing, which is the right goods or services to the right people at the right place and the right time with the right price. So those are the rights of or the market right principles. Uh, what is the marketing? The marketing are all the activities that included in the shift or movement of goods and services from the seller to the buyer, or the process of discovering the needs and wants. Because the first step in marketing is to know the needs and wants of your customer, and you try to satisfy your customer needs through your product or your services, and the providing the goods and services that meet or exceed their expectations. How about the exchange? What do you mean by the exchange? The process in which two parties give something of value to each other to satisfy the needs, prospective needs. So exchange, like, I will give you money because you need the money, and I will take from you the goods and services. So I need the goods and services, and you as a seller needs money. What are the marketing concepts and the relationship building? So what is the meaning of this? Focusing on customer wants. We say always in marketing that marketing starts with the client and ended with the client. So client, wherever you go, is your focus point as a seller or as a producer, because you are trying to produce or sell the product that will satisfy uh, to the maximum extent the consumer's needs. So the organization can distinguish its products from competitor offering. So, like we say, marketing starts with the consumer and ended with the consumer. So the marketing will start with the consumer and will be ended with the consumer. So what about the customer value? The ratio benefit to the sacrifice necessary to obtain those benefits. Those is called customer value. And this is determined only by the customer, by the way. Customer satisfaction, the degree to what extent his utilities, how his utilities so far, the customer utilities. So the customer's feeling that the product has met and exceeded expectations. So he had expectation that this product will satisfy his needs, and you will double check and you will check out did this happen or no. Relationship marketing, a strategy that focus on forging long-term partnership with customers by offering values and providing customer satisfaction. So the customer, like I said, is the start and the end. So I care about the customer. So I have to have a good relationship with my customers. And in the market in general, I have to build a good reputation as a marketer or as a producer or as a seller. Okay. So it's not only just to give the consumer the product. No, it's also to make sure that the product satisfy his needs and that it met his own needs exactly with expectation to what he wanted previously. How do managers create a market strategy? The market understand external environment, will put to the target market, creating a competitive advantage, developing a marketing mix, and we will handle every one of those now. What is the external environment? We talk about the external environment which affect the marketer and the producer and the seller and the consumer as well. What are the external environments? Social forces, demographic forces. The word demographic goes to people, their age, their race, kind, their ethnics, their backgrounds. Okay, males to females percentage in a society, young generation to old generation in society. This all goes in the demographic. How How are the people are how far the people are leaving, the percentage of the people who are living in rural areas and the percentage of the people who are living in places like urban places like the big cities or whatever. Economic forces also, like what's happening in the economy. There is inflation or deflation, like we said yesterday, and the prices are going up or the prices are going down, and no one is able to buy. Which one of them? And the case of the employment, unemployment, because the more the unemployment in any society, the less the purchasing power for the society, because the people will, from where they will get money if they are unemployed, from where they will get money, so they won't be able to buy anything. So the flourishing economy helps to produce and market and sell more technological forces, and that's what we're living nowadays. Like you buy from Amazon, you buy from Alibaba, you buy from here, you buy from there, and while you are sitting playing in your mobile and your cell phone, you can make transactions. You can even like your food, you bring your food delivery or whatever. All you need of stuffs you buy online. All those now are we are because we are moving. The technology is moving so fast, and that's also regarding the countries itself and the people. We have B2B, means business to business, B2C, which means business to customer, C2B means customer to business, and all those are kinds of types of technological. Actually, it is generated with the technological born. Political and legal forces. Yes. How is the society? What the system of the country? Is it a kind of dictatoric, democratic? What is it? Who is controlling the party of conservatives or whoever? The political situation, are there revolutions every time, or there is a stability in the political stability? Legal forces also. How the legal applied here in this country? Competitive forces also. That means the forces which come to you or effect on your company from your competitors who are working with you on the same industry. The target market, our target market, where we want to specify our marketing mix by other meaning. Where we are heading. We cannot satisfy all the market, all types. We have to choose parts of the market and keep it as a target market, okay, as a targeted market. So, as example, I will focus on the northeast of Egypt and this part because the demographic there, the demographic characteristics can help me to market and sell more in this area. Or I will, whatever it is, I will focus on the west or focus on the south. Or I will focus on a specific kind of consumers. Like as example, I will make a factory for the style or the fashions of the kids, or I will work only for dressing the wedding dressing for the ladies. So this is we call it targeted marketing. Targeted market means I'm not going to serve the whole market. It's impossible. I will take a slide or a sector of the market and I will serve it. Um, by this, we are using the competitive advantage, and we had one or two videos about the comparative and competitive advantage before. And we said that the competitive advantage, competitive advantage, a firm's ability to produce a product or service at a lower cost than its competitor. So that's fine. I have the cotton in Egypt. This cotton, I produce it with a lower cost than the cotton of the States. So I have a chance to export more cotton than the States has this chance. Differential competitive advantage. And this is another point, a firm's ability to provide a unique product or services that offer something of a value besides lower price. Niche competitive advantage, a firm's ability to target and effectively serve a single segment, only one segment of the whole market within limited geographic area. Like I'm telling you, I will serve the northeast coast. This will be my target. We come to a very important point, which is the marketing mix, or what is known as the 4 Ps. As is for front of you here, the 4 Ps. What are the 4 Ps? Start with the initial P. So we have the product, price, place, promotion. Those are the four, and those are the one who will configure the marketing strategy, because those are the tools on which I will depend on formulating my marketing strategy. Product strategy depends on this: the brand name, the way you are packaging, the colors of your product, the warranty. Are you giving after sales services? Or if there is any warranty for your product, accessories, is it available or no, service program, and after sales services. So all this is what we will gain. But we won't say that the product is the heart of the marketing mix, because it's the core. I'm making the marketing mix for sake of the product. What about the promotion strategy? What we have about the promotions? Personal selling means selling a person by person to person, like as example, who people who comes to visit you in your office, and they bring with them their own goods, and they try to talk to you. So in the personal selling, it's very nice, because if you have any question, they will reply you on the spot. Advertising, this is another strategy. So they can make advertising in any media like the TV or the internet or the websites. Public relations, and this is the third one. Sales promotion. The sales promotion, like when you do like discount for buying, as example, that's which one you would say, get buy two and get the third free. This is a kind of sales promotion. We have also non-profit marketing, or what we call it social marketing. Social market or non-profit. For non-profit, as example, those like the COVID-19 now, and we promote for the vaccine. This is a kind of social marketing, because it helps the society to develop, but it is not for sake of profits. No. Affect social change, further social causes, evaluate the relationship between marketing and society. And this is very important. How do consumers and organizations make buying decision? As you see here, first of all, there must be need, a necessity from the consumer, and there will be information research, and there will be evaluation of alternatives. Then you will do the purchasing, then post-purchase behavior. What is there? Did this product satisfy your needs or no? This is the post-purchase behavior. Influencing consumer decision making. Consumer decision making about buying a product or no depends on the following factors. Cultural factors. As example, some cultures, they like the white color. So expect that the white color will be a domain there. As example, in the Gulf area, they all like the white color. So for that reason, the majority of the cars there are white. It's painted white. The houses are painted white, and so on. Social factors. So what are the social factors which will be put into consideration when making the decision of buying? Individual influences, the influence of individual, and psychological influences as well. What do you mean by the types of consumer buying decisions? Okay, let me give you an example for this. You go to the supermarket on sequentially, you do this, but you do it in between, like every bi-weekly, every 2 weeks. But you buy in huge bulks, so you buy big amounts in like a long time in between 2 weeks. Then you buy a huge amount of your stock for food, as example. Whereas there are another things which you buy uh, the repetition and the frequency of it is very high, in a very high rate, like daily as example, and in the same time, you buy small amounts of it. As example, people who smoke cigarettes, they buy the cigarettes like packet every day. Or if you will buy anything like you need, like the water, as example. So you don't buy stocks, very big sticks. You buy like one bottle, two bottles in your hand every day. So all those are like so. We have a routine response behavior. This is a limited decision making. Extensive. We have extensive decision making in this. So here, whenever we go to the left, we'll find that low involvement, short decision time, yeah, because it's routine, low cost, yes, you don't spend too much money, internal information search, and one alternate. But when you go to the extensive decision making, not routine, you find it more involvement, long decision time, high the cost, internal and external search, and many alternates. There are many alternates in the market for this kind of. So, characteristics of business to business, B2B marketing. Now we are going to talk about the electronic marketing, the e-commerce, the e-commerce. So, what are the characteristics? The purchase volume, is it small or too much? Numbers of customers, how far they are, huge or little bit. Locations of buyers, where should be the buyer's focus? And direct distribution. Direct distribution means from the seller directly to the buyer. But indirect distribution means from the seller to the wholesaler, to the retailer, and then to the buyer. We call it indirect distribution. But here, the situation is direct distribution. What do we mean by the word market segmentation? So if I want to segment the market, means that I will cut the market into pieces and I will select one targeted piece. Then I will have my own 4PS, means the four price, place, promotion, and product, the four marketing mix elements. And those four, I will take them and formulate from them a strategy. Then I will direct this strategy towards the targeted segment of the market. Let me give an example for the segmentation. I will choose the northeast part of Egypt. Perfect. Then I will do a marketing mix for this area. This area is very poor people, my people, and they don't like to buy too much because they don't have money power. So I will do for them, let's say we'll do a kind of a shampoo like for, so they can bring the huge bottles, but they can bring the small bags. So I will put for them the small bags. And this is the price, I will make the price down than other parts of the market. If it is in somewhere equals one Canadian dollar, I will make it like 25 cents. This is the price. Place. We said the place is the northeast of Egypt. Promotion. Every 5 bags, you take one bag extra. Hey, this strategy should be in the northeast segment of Egypt. But it is not in everywhere in Egypt. The West, no. The West people, they are rich and they are able to buy. They are not poor as the East people. As example, I'm saying. So there will be a different 4PS or 4 marketing mix. There will be different price. Product may be the same price. Place is the north, not the east. And the promotion. The promotion would be different. Like no need to make every 5 bags you take one for free. You don't need to do this in that case. So marketing segmentation means that I will divide the market into segments. And I will not serve all the segments. No, I will serve one segment of this market. And when I serve it, I will serve it with a special, customized for PS or for product price place promotion or for 4Ps or the marketing mix, a special marketing mix or customized marketing mix. So how I would like I said the example, and now it's very easy. Like, what are the forms of market segmentation? We have geographic segmentation. We have uh, psychographic segmentation, like the lifestyle, personality, interests, values, benefits, and volume. So I have four ways to divide the market into. Listen examples. So the marketing research, no one think or no one believe. Everybody of us know very well that all the products which we use is always developed by the research and development. It's always developed by that way. So, so what? Just think about the cell phone in your hand. This cell phone from 20 years in the 1999, 98, 97. How huge was the size of the phone? How huge it was heavy, how heavy it was, and it was only a phone, no more. Now, the cell phone in your hand is part of your life. You cannot leave it. If you forget the phone at home, that means a lot of things you are missing. You are missing to sign in for your work because the portal on your phone, you forget, as example, I'm a teacher, all the portals of teaching for the colleges and school, all are on the phone. So I will miss all this. My communication with my students, like the assignments and all the work, to check out the progress, I won't be able because everything in the phone and I left the phone home. Today, today, the cell phone is a part of our life, a great part of our life. But before this, it was just a phone. Who is responsible about this operation or process? The development, research, and development, R&D, because they collect data from the consumer about the degree of the satisfaction and about any suggestions that the consumer see or opinion, his opinion, to promote and evaluate this product. So we asked the consumer, he said, I wish there is a computer or laptop on my phone. I wish there are games on my phone. I wish there is applications like the Facebook and social medias on the phone. Then those people, research and development, take these ideas, screen it, see what's possible to achieve or execute, and what's not is not possible. Then they apply the rules and they work on it, they process it. Then they have a product. This product, we call it prototype. They start primary to check the markets about the prototype. They launch the product in the market, but with a minority, with not too huge amount, not with a mass production, but just with a little or limited amounts. Then, if it succeeded, they start the commercial or the business launching with huge amounts. So here we go, define the marketing problem. Choose a method of research. What you will do, questionnaire or what? Collect the data. Analyze the research data. I found that 80% of the people, they want the phone to include laptop or Microsoft Word or whatever. Make recommendations. Just tell me what you need to adjust in this product so that it will satisfy the consumer needs. Again, I'm just stressing about the consumer needs and wants, and that we are satisfying what the consumer need and what the consumer wants. Uh, so here, choose a method of research survey. We have the survey, like we said before. Data is gathered from respondents to obtain facts, opinions, and attitudes. And I would like to say the opinions is more important because based on the opinions, we see these opinions, what is achievable and what's not achievable. As example, like I was telling you now, just now about the cell phone. I have application, yeah. I wish I have application to check the weather. That's fine. This is applicable. But I wish I have application that check the weather on the moon or on Mars. This is non-applicable. So I will never execute it. I will never process it. So they see the opinions, they screen it, they check out which one is can be applicable and can change into from just opinions into real facts on the ground, and that ones which is not. Second way of methods of research is observation. Here, the investigator monitors respondents' action without interacting directly with the respondents. So, from just the observation, I will check out what's going on, and from there, I will make the correction. Experiments, yes, experiments is very big source of as a research, because through the experiments we will know this product is right or no. An investigator changes one or more variables while observing the effect of these changes on another variable. Like the example, the vaccine, the COVID-19 vaccine. Primary data. What are the difference between the primary data and the secondary data? And this is a very important question. Primary data is the data that you collect or gather it for the first time. You don't have historical data about what you are studying, so you go for the primary data. Okay. As example, if you want to make a factory for detergents in Mississauga, as example, and there was no factory for detergents, okay, then you will go for the questionnaire, like you will make a questionnaire or a survey, and you will distribute it to the people. You would like this kind of detergent, you will ask them, if we did this detergent with the specifications, blah, 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 would you be able to buy it? Or would you like to buy it? Yes or no? This we call it a primary data. But if there was a factory that works in detergents in Mississauga, and there are data about their sales in the last 10 years, then this we call it secondary data. We call it secondary data. So the secondary data is information that has already been collected before for a project, other than the current one, but may be used to solve the problem. So once, if the relationship between them is what? Once I didn't find a secondary data, then I will go for a primary data. So if I didn't find a secondary data, I will go for a primary data. This is how it works. Uh, those are what I want to focus on the trends is the one-to-one marketing, because nowadays you need more personal communication to convince with your product, to convince the buyer about the importance of your product or service. Also, if the buyer is having questions, he will find answers on the spot. It's not yours, not selling by the email or whatever. No, 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 no. The consumer is in front of you, and he has, as example, the client, and he has some questions. So you will answer him the questions on the spot, and this will help for decision making. Thank you so much for listening. We'll go for chapter 14. Thank you so much. Have a good time. Bye bye.